All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. I am back with another video. All right, y'all, back with some good news, some good breaking fight news here. Looks like we got a good fight lined up. Today is Monday, and, it is my Matchmaking Monday, but this is a fight that I've been talking about, that I've been talking up over here on my channel. Katlyn Chookagian may be taking on Manon Fiorot in September for UFC's very first card in France. Looks like they're trying to set that up for September because, as y'all know, both of these fighters, they've been kind of calling each other out. Nothing like too crazy on, their social media, but they've been making it known that they definitely want to take each other on. As y'all know, the first time was Manon Fiorot after she beat Jennifer Maia back in March. She said, hey, I'll take on Katlyn Chookagian. That was her call out at the end of her fight. She made that known in the cage. And a few weeks after that, when Grasso, was making some call out, she said that, hey, I'll take on Alexa Grasso. While Katlyn Chookagian is fighting Amanda Ibas, I'll take on Grasso in July, and then I'll fight Katlyn Chookagian in like September, October, right? And Katlyn Chookagian, she acknowledged that first call out on her IG. I had posted that up a while back. She said, hey, I'll fight her, I'll fight her. And after this fight with Ibas, she said she wants to stay active. This is a fight that she'll take on. Like, she wants to get a title shot again, but she said if she has to, she'll go on a nice little win streak and beat some of these new faces to, solidify her title shot. Because at the end of her Ibas fight, she did say, I'll take on Tate. If she beats Lauren Murphy, I'll take on Alexa Grasso. I'll take on Valentina Shevchenko in a rematch, and I'll take on that French girl, right? So the way she addressed it like that, I know she was just kind of being funny. She knows Manon Fiorot's name, but I do like how she kind of addressed that because, she's letting it known that she's still at the top. And she's saying that Manon has to earn her respect. You know what I mean? So I kind of think that's funny, and I think that's a good way of saying it. But this is what she said in her interview. Translated this over from the French article to English, so it might be a little choppy. She said, I want to stay active. Manon is well ranked, and she asked to play after her last victory. It was cool, and it's good to have new faces in the division, especially at the top. She piqued my curiosity. I guess they're saying she piqued my interest. So, yeah, that's good, though. Katlyn Chookagian, she's always looking to fight different fighters. She has the second most wins in the flyweight division. She just came up on her 11th decision in the UFC, hasn't stopped anybody, which really makes her, her style unique, and just her fighting style altogether just kind of unique, how she could just fight these fighters and beat them into a decision, So even though she doesn't have that power, she still has that IQ factor and that cardio factor that could be a big test for any fighter. So as far as Katlyn Chookagian and Manon Fiorot, since I've been talking this fight up, y'all know I like this matchup. I'm loving it because this is a good this is just kind of like a good style clash here. You got Manon Fiorot, who's a big, strong, well-rounded fighter. She's I think she's about 5'7", very wide and very physically strong. Her main thing is, her karate, taekwondo, and her striking, boxing. But as of lately, she's really been turning it up, to the people who doesn't really think she has a ground game. She's really been showing that she can get takedowns. She's a good wrestler. Her jiu-jitsu solid. She's a brown belt, just earned her brown belt a few months back. She's definitely bringing something to the table. Her hunger, her hunger as well. She's very dominant, like I always talking about. She likes to go in there and not just win, but dominate her opponents. Then you got Katlyn Chookagian on this side, matching her up. She's a tall, long flyweight, 5'9", has, I think, the longest reach in the division, and just has an all-around tricky boxing style, very awkward. It's beatable. But once you let her get into a groove and you really don't have the IQ to box, you really won't understand what it is. That's why when people say she's, weak or this and that, well, hey, talk to the fighters that lose to her. They'll tell you different. You know what I mean? Talk to the fighters like Viviane Araújo that lost to her. Why did they lose to her? Why did Lauren Murphy lose to her? Why did Chef Antonina lose to her? Why did Jennifer Maia lose to her twice? I'm sure she has something about her that these fighters can't beat. And, that's why I'm always picking her to win, because she has something to beat them. You know what I mean? So Katlyn Chookagian brings a problem. She is not, she's not an easy task. And it comes down to her commitment to her style. Like, I can't stress that enough to people. Like, the fact that she's beating these other fighters doesn't mean they're not good. It's because they're not used to this type of style that she's bringing, like this unique style of boxing that she's bringing. Now, I'm not saying it's the best boxing in the world, but it's just the fact that the fundamentals of boxing aren't really something that a lot of these other ladies study. Yeah, they know how to turn over punches and throw straight punches, like the basic jab, but they're not really looking at the footwork that she's that she possesses, or they're not looking at the execution she possesses with her right hand, how she kind of falls with it, and then she dips out at an angle and she's out of the way, right? Or how she'll come back with that little tapping back fist just to earn another point. You know what I mean? Like even in boxing, I've seen some fighters do that, you know? So it's a lot of trickiness that she's just taking advantage of that makes these really good fighters, you know, almost look average when they're taking her on. You know what I mean? So Katlyn Chookagian, she's bringing a task here. You know, she's going to bring a task here. But early on, just looking at this fight, I know Manon Fiorot, she's got it. She's got it. You know, I think Manon Fiorot, she's going to be bringing it. And I think she has what it takes to beat Chookagian. Now, I'm saying that, you know, but we never know what could happen. That's why I'm saying there's still a test here. You know, we have to see if she has the cardio and she has the fundamentals to break this style down like, you know, Andrade and Shevchenko had, right? See, they went straight at her, you know, and they're stronger. And that's the key right there. Manon Fiorot was strong. You know, she's physically strong. And after looking at what Ebos could do to Chookagian, you know, dog her out and take her down, I don't think Manon's going to have any problem with that. Now, if Manon wants to stay on the outside and box, it could be even, but I could still pick Manon winning that because, you know, I think her body shots would do a lot of damage. But I would really like to see her just close in and actually, you know, be the wrestler here and be the grappler, because looking at her strength that she possesses and how she was able to take Mayra Bueno Silva down and control Jennifer Maia, yeah, I think, you know, the dog fight, Manon wins that for sure. But I'm definitely going to do a more in-depth breakdown of this one because I like this style matchup. But yeah, early on my thoughts, you know, y'all know I love this fight right here. So yeah, as more updates come on it when it's finalized, you know, I'll definitely talk about it. But in the meantime, with this fight taking place in September, if Manon can't fight Grasso in July like she wanted, like if she wanted to get a stay active fight in between, hey, Alexa Grasso versus Viviane Araújo. I'm just saying, you know, let's put that fight back on track. You know, after looking at what Viviane Araújo was able to do against Andrea Lee, this is the test that Alexa Grasso needs to really prove that, hey, she deserves to be in this top 5 or top 10 or wherever she's ranked right now at the point of this video, right? So yeah, yeah. Final thoughts, guys. I like this fight. Katlyn Chookagian versus Manon Fiorot. Make it happen. We got a good style matchup here. And yeah, if Manon gets through Chookagian in dominant fashion, we could definitely look at her fight. We could definitely see her. We'll definitely be looking at her fighting the winner of Shevchenko versus Santos. I know everybody's going to say Valentina has it at the end of the day, but we never know. We never know. In a few weeks, we'll know about that fight as well. So we'll see, guys. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think of this fight. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.